EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. On first down, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
54, Mark, 54, check, walk 54. I'm coming after you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
Here we go.
This is Breida. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Breida. Room here to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now it's Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
They run with Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We're scoreless after one. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down, Ingram. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check three. Deuce.
Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check pass. Magic. Mike 56. I got him. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
56 is the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Switch. Switch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. 13 yards there and a Niner first. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
It's your time, baby. We did it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the...
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play, and he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
56.
This time Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they work this out past the 25. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Right there, 56. Quit talking about it. Slam.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski.
Keep doing that.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
In your face.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little leaguer there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Space to run past the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Here we go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
21.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Switch it.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Joker.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches... like 4 down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Brandon, so many defenders are former offensive players in a past life. You know how much fun they have when they pick off a pass and get a chance to relive their offensive days. Take it from defense to offense. They love waltzing into the end zone doing exactly that.
Gold to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means...
Now the 9 get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Right there.
To try again after the sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Jackson flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Let's go, let's go.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Got a stand situation. Let's go.
Get hot!
Mike 48. Let's get it together, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Taking it right down Broadway. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And that rushing touchdown as Ford puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this one travels out of bounds. So
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Being chased out left, and he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You got that right there. 24. All day, every day, any day. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Here we go.
Watson just beating the play clock. It's complete to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Watson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
No, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Back to throw. Watson steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. On second down, here's Miller. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless. Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coaches.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Watson. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Watson now to throw again. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it go deep. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Again, it's Watson out to his left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Texans take over at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Miller.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 41. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Take it. Mike 41. You're not ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
He's mine. Alert. Let's go.
To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
Watson going to throw again. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring it.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 48 yards. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. A heck of an effort there on the scramble, leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Markevius Mingo. And this Texans defense stands tall. On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he's going to look deep in zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make...
Oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19! Hey, let's get this. Check 3.
Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, there's definitely an or not.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine. Check safety. Here we go. Motion. 41, time to go.
Throwing again. Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Like 41. 36. Let's get some penetration here. 41, Mike. Let him go.
Back to throw. Watson. Being chased out left. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Motion, I got one. Mike, 41.
Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4-1 Mike.
Now Watson throwing again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Get him. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on second down, escaping the pressure right. He's got Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 58 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the gun, here's Watson. Rolling to his left. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Hey, 31. That's it.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Watson with a give to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
54! You can't block me. You can't block me. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second and 10, Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again. Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 44, Texans 16. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Kill.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Finding room at the 30. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Watson steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now it's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Now, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Hey, we got to snap it.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Possession's on. Possession's on.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second down and 6 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
41's coming. 41's the Mike. I got you. I got you. Mike 41. Come on.
Watson now throwing on fourth down. Forced out to his left. Going deep here for Stills. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He finds Hopkins complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
55.
Watson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, Charles, it's one.